Welcome to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network. Streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, regionsports.com, and the IHSAA Champions Network. We come to you tonight from the John A. Barato Center in East Chicago. As the Region Sports Network features Indiana High School boys basketball as the Morton Governors visit the East Chicago Central Cardinals. I'm Andrew Mild of the play-by-play for tonight's game, and joining me with color analysis is Jay Simmons. Good evening, Jay.
Hey, good evening, Andrew. We got a great game tonight. You got East Chicago coming in, just steamrolling right now. They are 4-0 in their last 4 games, with one of their most thrilling victories on December 28th against Penn in a double overtime, 59-54. So the pieces seem to be coming together right here for East Chicago. And then you look on the other side, you got the Morton Governors, who are 3-1 coming into tonight with a big win over Lake Central, 63-43 on January 7th. So both teams are seen to be picking it up as the new year progresses.
Yeah, for the Governors, that was a big win against LC. The first time they defeated them since the 2016-2017 season. And this team has a bunch of athletes, but it all starts and ends with the Woods brothers. Deshaun Woods, a transfer from Hammond Central, has been a great defender and a great scorer. And his brother, Michael Woods, is a sophomore that transferred over from St. Francis de Sales. And both of those Woods brothers, they are trouble for any team they go up against.
Yeah, they're between the two of them averaging 27 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. So they are the integral part of the Morton Governors, who on the season right here are 4-7. When you look at it, they're 4-7. They're scoring 58 points a game, and they're giving up defensively 59 points a game. You would think that their record would be a little bit better. They've lost in the 0-3 versus teams that East Chicago and them have in common. They're 0-3, and those 3 games they've only lost by 14 points. So that's really close for just 3 games.
And the biggest thing that Coach Jeremiah King, in his first year as the head coach of the Governors, mentioned that it comes down to free throw shooting. He said to you that's the keys to the game. His team's shooting 57%. So you mentioned about how close their games have been. It may come down to who hits the most free throws at the line. Let's flip over to the East Chicago Central Cardinals. You mentioned it. 4 wins in a row against some really good teams, most notably against Portage, a team going up for the DAC championship. They're 12-5 on the year. They're 7-0 in their home gym. And the biggest story for them is Dominique Murphy. He is getting closer and closer by every game to Etron Moore's scoring record. He's 122 points away. Jay, what makes him so special?
It's a record that has stood the test of time over here in East Chicago. And Dominique is a great player, averaging 21 points a game, 8 rebounds, and also averaging 2 assists. So he is not a selfish player. He does not look to score outside of the offense. He's going to take whatever comes from Coach Maruri in the offense. That's what works for this team, and that's why they're so special.
Coach Maruri, in his 3rd season, his 2nd full season as the head coach of the Cardinals, they are 34-10 in the last 2 years, winning their first sectional championship since 2017. Jay, we talked about the keys of the game for what's going to take for Morton to win the game. What's going to take for East Chicago to defeat a Governors team that wants to add another big win going down the stretch?
I think one is they've got to stay within their offense, and 2, push the ball whenever they get a chance and storm those offensive boards. They are very aggressive. When they take a shot, they're looking to crash those boards and get 2nd and 3rd shots every time down the court.
Well, the clock is running out, and both teams have returned to their respective benches. So we're going to step aside for the national anthem, and then we'll have starting lineups and opening tip. You're watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack & Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strack & Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strackandvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowd Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
First home, dream home, forever home. Tech Credit Union has the right home loan for you. Their loan officers can help you purchase a home, refinance your current mortgage, or unlock your home's equity to get cash out for any purpose. Let Tech Credit Union show you why they are the better option for a home loan. Learn more at www.techcu.org or call 800-276-8324. Tech Credit Union is an equal housing lender and federally insured by the NCUA.
The Wednesday night forecast is brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. Tonight's forecast is 15 degrees, feels like 3, which tells me one thing, Jay. It's basketball weather.
Yes, it certainly is football weather. I can say that. I wouldn't want to be out there tonight.
Where the Morton Governors are being introduced first. So let's go through their starting lineup. It's going to be Deshaun Woods and Michael Woods, the two Woods brothers that we mentioned. Deshaun the senior, Michael the sophomore. LeBron Hill, a 3-star wide recruit receiver to Vanderbilt, will be starting, one of the captains. Cedric Hawkins and Holland Harris. Amongst those 5, Jay, which one stands out to you?
Well, I think tonight it's going to be LeBron Hill. You know, he's averaging 7 points or 7 rebounds a game along with 10 points. He's going to really have to step it up because he's going to have to be pushing around on Murphy all night, who's averaging 21 points. He's got to stay out of foul trouble and make sure he's going to have to protect the basket. And one thing is for Morton Governors, they're going to have to limit East Chicago to one shot every time they come down the court.
LeBron Hill scored 20 points in the most recent game for the Governors. That was a victory over LC. Now it's time for the home team, East Chicago Central, to get introduced. Their starting lineup goes as this. It's Jamari Pollard, the transfer from Bowman Academy. He'll be the point guard. Yamari Wallace, the Swiss Army knife for these Cardinals. Dominique Murphy, we talked about him in the pregame show. Keontae Bell and Greg Williams. And one thing for sure, Jay, Yamari Wallace has really stepped up his game. One thing he mentioned that he was working on in the offseason was improving his three-point shooting. Last year he averaged 18% from behind the line. This year his average, 41%. He's really knocking them down.
That's really working on hard over the summer.
Even went 4 for 4 from behind the arc against Hammond Central during this impressive winning streak.
And the last to be introduced, Dominique Murphy, 21, 8, and 2 assists a game.
You also got to mention the steal. A 3-star recruit chasing down the Echuan Morris record, and he came off yet another 20-point performance. He's had 4 in a row, averaging over 23.5 points during this incredible winning streak. There we go. Wallace will be jumping against LeBron Hill. Captain versus captain, 2 talented seniors. A big rivalry game in this Great Lakes Conference, as East Chicago Central is the defending champions of this 4-team conference. The Governors on the up and up, looking to challenge the Cardinals on the road. The Governors win it. Possession error will belong to East Chicago Central. Michael Woods running the point. Sophomore guard listed at 6 foot, averaging over 17 points. They pass it down low, had a man wide open. LeBron Hill going to go up. LeBron Hill gets the first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, LeBron Hill popped open on a nice little back screen right at the free throw line. A little bit better pass, who'd had an easier layup.
LeBron Hill knows that he has good size, good leaping ability. Only shot 1 3 during his 20-point performance. Dominique Murphy goes around. He'll lose the ball while going up. It is gained by Morton, who's trying to push it down the floor. They got the numbers. They just toss it up. Offensive rebound, another toss-up shot, and none of it is going in for the Governors. The battle for the ball, and they're going to call a jump ball. So
they go to East Chicago.
Yeah, first 45 seconds in, we see that possession error automatically change. Belong to the Governors, but East Chicago ball as they're down by 2.
Little chaotic right here to start.
Well, the Governors, they understand their history. They know it's been a long time since they've defeated the East Chicago Central Cardinals. Cardinals have been a powerhouse in this part of the state for quite some time. Nice pass to Williams. Williams goes up, gets 2 points.
Nice little screen right there. Williams rolls right to the basket for an easy layup.
Jamari Pollard, leading assist in this team. Got a nice pick, dumped it off to Williams. He had the height advantage over everyone, and with a nice little finger roll, evens the game up at 2. And a travel called on Michael Woods.
Yeah, I think one of the other things, Morton has really got to play an error-free game. You know, take full advantage of each possession they get down the court.
Well, that's what Coach King told you, Jay.
Yes,
it's all about discipline when going up against these East Chicago Central Cardinals.
Yeah, they're a good team, well-disciplined Cardinals.
Murphy for 3, and it's off to the left. And it's going to go out of bounds and belong to the Cardinals as Williams was battling with Michael Woods to get to that ball. It landed in the front row. Good crowds on hand.
Yes, it is.
Morton being represented, of course, the Cardinals. Their faithful shows out every winter to check out their basketball team. Coming off a sectional title in the 4A division last year. They've now been moved down to the 3A division. Feed it down low, and Yamari Wallace with a power move, and for the first time, the Cardinals lead.
Yeah, Yamari Wallace just got some great position right there, took it up strong.
I think that's a good word to describe Yamari Wallace when he plays. He's just a strong kid. Look at this defense right here. That is also strong, as he was harassing Michael Woods, who missed the layup. 3-on-3, Cardinals trying to get out on the open floor. It's poked away. They get to LeBron Hill, who goes up, and he gets blocked by Gregory Williams.
That looks like number 4 for Morton picks up the 2 points, LeBron Hill.
Even though there was a big block, nice screen, Conte Bell gets to the corner of Wallace. The Governors stuck with it, and it led to 2 points. And all because they had some great defense. Poked the ball away from Dominique Murphy. Pollard gets to the rack, and his shot doesn't hit anything. Rebound cleared by the Governors. Push it down the floor. Alley-oop pass, and it's blocked away by Wallace. Ball being swung around, back to the left wing. Slide, and Murphy's going to get called for a foul.
Murphy, ill-advised defense right there. Should have either went for the charge or just backed out of the way.
Tried to go over there to contest the shot from Deshaun Woods that helped defense. But that's good news for Morton, is that Dominic Murphy is the leading scorer for this team, and you got him on his first foul one more, and he's in foul trouble, and you would like to see number 23 hit the benches sooner than later.
That's right. I mean, only 5:19 left in the first quarter.
Woods at the line this year, shooting 58%. And that's the thing they said. They want to hit more free throws. They missed the first one, but
got to take advantage of it when you're on the charity strike,
well,
right?
during the pregame, you also saw the Governors at the charity strike practicing for the game-like atmosphere. Woods trying to at least split this pair after missing the initial free throw, and he will. Deshaun Woods goes 1 for 2 at the line, and a lead change as Morton's up by 1. Bell orchestrating the offense here, going to his left. Pitches off to Watkins, who just checked in.
I was going to say, you watch East Chicago, they're going to pass it 3 or 4 times before they take a shot.
Bell in the right corner, going to his left, gets a screen. Murphy in the mid-range, he lives here. And Dominique Murphy leaves it short, gets his own rebound, goes up with the right hand, and that's why he's one of the best scorers in the game.
That's old school right there. Foul your shot, take advantage of the defense in disarray.
For someone being listed at 6'6", he certainly moves like an athlete. Went around the traffic, got up to the rack, and got a deuce. They feed it down low. LeBron Hill hits it off the glass, and it's cleared. Jamari Pollard pushing down the floor. And that block gets rejected. Great defense by Michael Woods to swat it away from Pollard, the junior.
Yeah, good job right there. Not causing any contact to get the foul right there. East Chicago gets the ball out of bounds.
Well, I'll say one thing. Morton's defense has been tough. They're not making it easy on the Cardinals to get to the rack like they want to, or even for the same instance, they also have good perimeter defense. The Cardinals love to shoot threes. Some wild passes by the Cardinals as Watkins goes into the paint, and good defense and a missed shot.
Good job by Morton right there, limiting him to one shot.
That's Deshaun Woods, and Woods flexes a little bit on Yamari Wallace after that strong take.
Wow, that was a very strong take right there. Nice taking it off the glass.
Seeing a couple of lead changes in this first quarter. Crossover, Keontae Bell goes around the back. Williams is on the right corner. Gets into the post. Murphy getting double teamed. Someone has to be open. Looks like it's Bell at the top of the key. But here's a fadeaway jumper, and that's pure from Murphy.
Mid-range, Money Murphy.
Well, you notice there, he didn't get flustered. Even that double team took his time.
Waited for the double team to dissipate, and then took a nice, good shot.
Created some separation as Woods won the last possession. Shot missed, and same team, guys. Watkins had a for sure rebound, but Dominic Murphy knocked it away from him. You can see the realization on their face that they were both wearing white uniforms battling for that basketball.
Yeah, they didn't look to see who was getting the ball.
Well, if you're Morton, you want to run away with these opportunities. The Cardinals don't make too many mistakes.
Yeah, East Chicago in the zone right here.
Here's a three, and it's way too long. Henderson rushed himself. Ball is rolling on the hardwood. It's gained by Watkins. Watkins is going to get slapped on the hand. And I believe that's going to be on Michael Woods, and that's going to be on LeBron Hill. LeBron Hill's first, and the first on Morton. These referees understand this is a physical game, and they're letting them play early.
Yes, they are. It's very physical, especially underneath the basket. Somebody's taking that ball to the rack. Be prepared to have contact.
Like old 90s NBA basketball. Javon Wofford has checked in. Watkins heading to the bench. 4 of the 5 starters are still out there for East Chicago. Murphy in a one-on-one. Step aside. Fadeaway jumper. It's a little bit too long. And a putback dump attempt was missed. Long rebound gained up by Woods. Murphy with a rejection.
Swats it off the backboard.
Oh my goodness. And another block. Welcome to the block party in East Chicago. Can we get an alley-oop? No, we'll just get a traditional dunk from Michael Woods. This is certainly a track meet field, Jay.
Yes, it is, and it's being played over the top of the rim.
This gym has exploded from the 2 blocks and a dunk. Murphy going up against Hill. 2 star players. Murphy over to the wing. 3-ball on its way. And almost lodged into the basket, but instead it's going to go out of bounds. And they say that's off of Greg Williams.
Yeah, it looked like off of Williams right there, and it's going to be Governor's ball.
Truly exciting game thus far.
Yeah, this is the quiet part right here as they walk the ball up.
With 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, the Governors lead 9-8. Trying to snap East Chicago Central's 4-game winning streak.
Oh, and he just picked up number 2.
Dominique Murphy tripped up LeBron Hill as Hill was going with his left hand.
20 feet from the basket, he picks up a foul. You don't want that.
And you got to wonder if Watkins coming in for Murphy, and that's indeed what's happening. Watkins immediately popped off the bench, and Murphy has headed to the bench. That's the second foul on East Chicago, both on their star senior, Dominique Murphy.
Yeah, East Chicago now going into a 2-3 zone.
Deshaun Woods gets it to Harris. Harris's three is good. He splashes it down. It's a 4-point lead and the largest lead for Morton. Here's an attack and a foul call. That was Javon Wofford, who just came into the game for the Cardinals. Let's see who the foul is on, and it's on Michael Woods. Minute 43.
Good call by the officials right there, a little reaching in.
Starting to see them call more and more of those reach-in fouls thus far, but as you mentioned, Jay, when these players get to the rim, there's a bump, their referee's going to let it go. So you really got to earn your way to this charity stripe today. It's Williams, strong move, and the big man gets 2 more points. He's up to 4.
Williams with the big clear out on with the left arm and gets to the basket.
And it looks like for Coach Maruri, his game plan against these Governors is to get it down low. A couple of times we've seen a big man post up, such as Greg Williams and Dominique Murphy, who's currently on the bench. Here comes a double team. Pass over to Woods. Woods with a step-back jumper from the elbow, and it is a long rebound. Wofford gathers it. Wofford with a pass to Watkins. Watkins had a big dunk the other day against Portage, and as he went up to shoot his shot, the ball bounces off his leg and goes out of bounds. A turnover for East Chicago Central.
Yeah, a little bit out of control right there. Should have pulled it back. He didn't have the numbers. It was 3 versus 1. Need to pull it back, wait for the rest of the team to get down there, set the offense.
And we know that East Chicago Central loves to get up and down the floor on offense, but at some point you got to stop, evaluate the situation, and back it out, as you mentioned. Timeout by Coach Knoll, or correction, Coach King, and we will step aside. You're watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
We're back here on Region Sports Network. We're in East Chicago on the John A. Barrato Center. Andrew Mile with Jay Simmons as we're catching our breath along with the players in the first 7 minutes of this contest. A lot of fast-paced offense being played.
Got a lot of great defense, a lot of swats taking it to the basket. Defense just raining underneath the basket.
Nix, Indiana All-Star, gets it over. Another 3 from Holland Harris.
Holland Harris, 2 for 2 from the three-point line, puts him up by 5.
He hit 2 threes in their win against Lake Central. He's already hit 2 in this first quarter alone, making it a 5-point lead for the visiting club, and their fans really appreciate it. Wallace spinning around. Wallace had to pass it off. Wofford gets fouled before that rejection, and another foul on the Morton Governors after aggressive takes by Wofford.
That looks like that will be
Michael Woods.
Yeah, his second.
So a lot of like in the same situation Marui is dealing with on East Chicago bench with Murphy out.
Come out for.
Yep, and that's what's happening. Devin Henderson coming in and Woods heading out. So 2 lean scorers are out in the first quarter.
I don't think it's going to slow the pace of this game down.
Did you see that, Jay? Is one of the referees is talking to the players. I think he's trying to take control of the game before it gets out of hand. I wonder if there's a lot of smack talk going on the floor.
I'm sure there's some chatter on the court, and it's not about where they're going to have dinner after the game, that's for sure.
And, yeah, now 2 referees are explaining to one another what was happening and why he was pointing to both of them and looking like a stern parent trying to separate his 2 kids. Pollard in. And a bad pass stolen by Woods. Woods going up. Woods can't hit the dunk. Ball gets away. Whopper with a free rebound as Watkins brings it up. Here's a corner three in transition. It was halfway down before it popped out. And a loose ball foul going to be called on East Chicago. Specifically on Javon Wofford.
Wofford with the foul. Both teams now with 3 team fouls in the quarter.
5.6 seconds left. Nix will push it up. Nix loses it. East Chicago from half court, and it's short. What an exciting first quarter here from East Chicago Central. The Morton Gunners lead 15-10 as you're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Don't forget to visit regionsports.com, Facebook/RegionSportsNation, and Instagram for this week's Powering Indiana Peak Performers presented by NECA, IBEW, Powering Indiana of Lake County. Powering Indiana, the region's most trusted electricians. What an electric first quarter we witnessed as the Morton Governors will start off with the basketball. They lead by 5. Nix for 3 from the corner. Put back dunk! Holland Harris having himself a first half. 2 threes and a put-back dunk. 7-point lead for the Governors.
And that was right there with some of the
East Chicago speeding themselves up here. The Morton Governors JV team is loving it. Pollard into the paint. Pass off of Williams' chest and out of bounds.
And that last play, Holland Harris, right there was some of the best hands in the business. Just the Bricklayers Local 4, Indiana, Kentucky. Join Bricklayers Local 4 and start building your own career today. Visit baclocal4.org to find out more. Well, when he caught that, he just jammed that baby home. Almost hit his head on the rim when he was jamming it.
He almost took the rim with him. Well, here's some interesting news. Dominique Murphy is back out on the floor, and so is Woods. A steal. Walls gets in transition, and he's intentionally fouled by Nix.
Well, I mean, boy, for East Chicago, this is a risky play. And you don't want the game to get out of hand, but, boy, you don't want Dominique Murphy to pick up his 3rd foul. You're going to have to play some zone defense, keep him out of the fray somehow on defense.
But the Cardinals need ignition on offense. Feels like after Murphy hit the bench, he really hasn't seen much, and Murphy answers the call. Comes in and breaks a drought for the Cardinals and cuts into the Morton lead. They're up by 5.
Yep, Money Murphy.
Mid-range Money Murphy.
There we go, the 3 M's.
That's where he lives.
Don't get in there.
Here's a 3 from Woods. It was a long mid-range jumper, and it goes down. Nothing but nets.
Morton Governors are on fire from the field right now.
Murphy going past Woods into the paint with ease, and Murphy with a 4-point swing.
Yeah, Murphy right there, a little sidestep. Somebody set up for the charge, sidestepped it, avoided the contact.
Nix going baseline, gets trapped, back out, 3 ball on his way, up and a friendly roll. LeBron Hill for 3. Wallace thought about taking it.
They are 4 for 5 from the 3-point line right now, the Governors.
It was initially deflected by Holland Harris, but luckily for the East Chicago Central Cardinals. Bell was there. A screen by Murphy. 3 ball from the corner. No good. Rebound.
Numbers.
Woods pushing it up. 2-on-1. Oh, pass. And he can't make it. Now Murphy. Here we go. We got jump. And he can't make it. Down for the rebound. Here we go. LeBron Hill part 2. Oh my. Timeout. East Chicago.
This place has erupted.
LeBron Hill pulling out the LeBron signature dunk on this Wednesday night. We are going to take a break and catch our breath. You're watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
We are back live, and let's check out that LeBron Hill dunk one more time.
And he just comes out of nowhere and jams it home. Oh, my, what a nice jam right there. Brought the building down.
If LeBron James is the king, LeBron Hill is the prince. And right now, East Chicago Central in their castle. That is the Barado Center, where they are 7-0. Have felt the Governors coming towards the gates, but how do they respond here? Bell to Murphy. Murphy from 3. Dominique Murphy with a straightaway 3 buries it.
That nice job on getting some movement right there in the screen. He pops out right at 3-point line, gets a nice look.
It's a 7-point lead for the Governors. They're in a bad situation here, and Williams with a nice block. Murphy pushing it down. Wallace with a nice Euro step. Go by you. 2 points.
Boy, that is just some nice passing right there. Murphy just gets that ball out, and they are moving.
LeBron Hill for 3. LeBron Hill, not only can he throw it down, he can splash it from downtown.
He is on fire. The Governors have only missed 1 3 so far in tonight's game.
Feed the post. Greg Williams, 2 points. What a pass there.
Yes, it was.
Bell.
Greg Williams with great position right underneath the basket. Takes the easy 2.
Bell averaging 3 assists. Had 9 in the opening game win. Woods down the lane, and he gets fouled.
And you notice Dominique Murphy stayed out of the fray right there. He just stood at the free throw line and watched.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but Wallace immediately turned around. He's even saying something to Murphy as they get lined up for this free throw from Michael Woods, basically asking him where was the help. And Murphy explained to him, I have 2 fouls already.
He's not helping anybody. He's trying to stay out of the fray as much as possible on the defensive end.
Michael Woods makes the first free throw. Might be the first time since timeouts that we've had any sort of relief. Turned into a track meet here at East Chicago Central. But, Jay, you and I talked about it before the game. We knew it was going to be like this.
Yes, it was going to be a high-paced game. We was going to see which team was going to be able to take advantage of it. And it looks like right now the Morton Governors banging home the threes are taking full advantage of it. East Chicago not playing their normal defense because Murphy's with 2 fouls, so they're going to play a 2-3 zone, try to keep him out of it.
Dominic Murphy, not much for 3-point jump shots, but he already made one. As the Cardinals, they need to go on a run here. They're down by 8. Bell tried to drive the lane, got closed off. Watkins, who came back in, is in the corner, and the ball was deflected for a moment. It's 5-on-4. Wallace gets in there, but the pass is kicked away. Good awareness there from LeBron Hill, the Vanderbilt football commit, to get his foot on that basketball and make it a dead ball.
Yeah. Colin Harris tried to intercept that pass, almost got it, but East Chicago tried to take advantage of it underneath the basket on the inbounds play.
Wallace goes up and under. He hung up there for a minute before tossing it up from underneath the basket. It's a 6-point game. Michael Woods going into his bag. Good contest, but they're going to call Wallace for the foul. And that's now back-to-back fouls on Wallace. So not only is Dominique Murphy in foul trouble, so is Yamari Wallace.
Yeah, Yamari Wallace right there sort of got caught in no man's land right there. Didn't know whether to go for the block or to go for the charge, and tried to get up there for the block and just sort of got caught in midair. Caused the contact.
Well, Woods.
No, that's Yamari Wallace. They got it right there with his first foul.
So it must have been a foul on someone else. The first time Woods went to the free throw line.
I think it was on Williams the other time.
Greg Williams, okay. So now we got that cleared up.
And you talked about it in pregame. Morton's got to hit the free throws. They are, since the first miss, they have not.
I'll say one thing. The Morton Governors on defense, they look like safeties. They're waiting for that initial pass once East Chicago crosses the half-court line, and they just attack. And right there, LeBron Hill attacked Murphy, off Murphy's hands, out of bounds, and a turnover.
Yeah, they're playing great defense and anticipating the passing lanes.
Deshaun Woods with an ISO offense. His shot was contested, and it rolled off the back rim. Second effort by Cedric Hawkins. Go over there and try and knock it away. Pollard feeding it back to Keontae Bell. Bell to Watkins on a skip pass. Watkins being guarded by Deshaun Woods. Woods has a lot to say. Spin move at the elbow. Back out. Wallace going up against Hawkins. He's got the height advantage, and the referee is going to call a foul. Okay. Deshaun Woods had a lot to say, though. You saw him clap his hands, and he was the one that was getting warned earlier when he was chatting it up with Joseph Watkins.
Yeah, the
referees had to break him up.
Yeah, they called the foul on the ground. There's again Hawkins.
Watkins with a nice catch, swing around, and Williams steps on the line before he went baseline, and another unforced turnover.
Uncharacteristic very much of East Chicago on the season.
They're averaging 2 turnovers per game. And we've seen 2 within the last 2 possessions. Not sure how accurate that is, but
the thing is, they have not seen a pressure defense like this by the Morton Governors all season.
The Morton Governors really want to prove themselves on the hardwood tonight against these Cardinals, a team that took a sectional title and the conference title, a conference that they share, the Great Lakes Conference.
And you got to look at this team. It is not a 4-7 team.
And a kick ball. Yeah, but they've won 3 of their last 4 games. Their only loss was an overtime loss to 21st Century Charter. So, of course, they have to get used to the new system implemented by Jeremiah King.
Yeah, think about it. They just came out of the block and were 0-4. They lost to Knoll, Chesterton, Munster, and Maryville.
I'll add your 0-4 and say they started off 1-6. So it was a rough start in the new tenure of Jeremiah King, who came over from Bishop Knoll. And he even said, this is not a school rich of basketball history, but I want to be the one that implements that rich history and get some hardware at Morton. Woods taking his time. This is the first time we've seen Morton's offense go slow. Hill thought about taking a 3, swing it back out. It's a 2-3 defense from the Cardinals. Woods going downhill, and he gets hit on the arm.
Let's see, Murphy was in the neighborhood.
And I believe they got the Wallace correction. Yeah, they did.
Yep, Wallace. That's his second.
It hasn't been clean defense from East Chicago. We've seen the Morton Governors get ahead of steam, start running downhill, and all of a sudden that's when the Cardinals start hacking and trying to rip the ball away. As the Woods brothers have been to the line a good amount. Michael Woods went already a couple of times in this second quarter. Now it's Deshaun Woods' turn. They're not the only famous athlete in these parts of Northwest Indiana. Their brother, Jordan Woods, was the 2023 Times Player of the Year at Hammond Central. He was a wide receiver at Eastern Illinois, but now he's playing basketball once again. So talk about a competitive family, Jay.
Quite a transition from playing football back to basketball in the college ranks.
Well, Deshaun's had himself a good career. Michael's already carving himself a nice solid career after starting in Chicago and now over here at Morton.
On Dominique Murphy.
And Murphy does get hit by LeBron Hill. How many is that on LeBron? It's his second. 2 minutes to go. The Cardinals have no fouls to give.
I think if I'm Hammond, or if I'm Morton, I've got to pull him out. I don't want LeBron Hill, my big man in the middle there, 6'5", getting that third foul.
He's had himself a very impressive opening half here in East Chicago. Long pass to Watkins. Watkins on the East Chicago Central logo. Going to his right. Deshaun Woods is in his grill. He's a great defender.
Yes, he is.
One of the best defenders. As there's a foul down low. A nice attack by Wofford. He's going to go to the line. But back to that point, Coach King said that Woods is one of the best defenders that he's ever seen. It's one of those things you read about it, you go, I believe him. But when you see him in person, you truly believe what he's saying.
Yes, he's very aggressive defensively.
He takes a lot of pride in his defense. You don't really see that in the modern game of basketball anymore. Sound like an old head saying that, but it's true. See a lot of standing around on defense. Wofford misses the first free throw. He's a 71% free throw shooter in this 2024-2025 campaign.
Devon Henderson picked up the foul on that last play.
So we got Henderson for the foul, the 6-foot shooting guard in his senior year. 100 seconds to go in this first half. The Cardinals trying to go on a big run, but for the Governors, they're trying to extend their lead. They led by as much as 10 after LeBron Hill's dunk. And here we go. This game is getting personal. It's getting personal fast. Woods to the rack. Woods' shot rolls off. Williams pulls it away, and they're going to get LeBron Hill's third foul.
100 feet from the basket, and he's getting a foul right there, and it's going to be, looks like the bonus for East Chicago.
And if you're Coach King, you might tear your hair out after seeing that. LeBron Hill has had some big moments. He had that dunk, and he hit a three, and now he may have to head to the bench.
You got your leading rebounder.
Yeah, you got him out of the game. He's 6'6". He's been matching up with Dominique Murphy. So I wonder if Woods was talking down low and the referee told him to vacate out. Keeping a close eye on Woods. He's been jawing a lot in this game, but he's been backing it up on defense and offense. There's a difference between the guy that jaws and not really adding much to the game in terms of play, the guy that is contributing and knows that he's good. Some call that ego, some call that confidence. Either way, Deshaun Woods' stats back him up.
Yep. Woods 17 points, or 10 points to Sean.
Both free throws are missed, but rebound on offense by Williams. Bad pass, look who it is.
Deshaun Woods with the deflection.
Once you see that headband, you know you're in trouble if you're one of the East Chicago Central Cardinals on offense. Woods has been all over the place in this first half. And an impressive one from the Governors all in all. Watkins to the corner for a three, and that's an air ball by Wofford, and Williams
picks up the foul.
Loose ball foul.
Going to be bonus.
And that's going to send Deshaun Woods to the other side.
And that's going to be his second of the game as well, Greg Williams. A lot of players with 2 fouls. It is a physical game.
Yeah, both teams currently in the double bonus for the rest of this second quarter.
Yeah, Williams has uncalled for foul right there, trying to reach around and get the rebound.
Woods' first shot rolls out. He's a 58% free throw shooter this year. And that one just some tough luck as Pollard will come in and Williams heading out. This is a smaller lineup for the Cardinals with Williams hitting the bench. Another late substitution by Coach Maruri. This is DeAndre Timms. Second free throw is good by Woods. 8-point game. And as we said, Timms is in. Wofford heading out.
Yeah, Timms 5'11", doesn't add much to the size of this East Chicago team.
I'll say one thing. Coach King is asking for a lot of minutes from his starters. Not too many have headed out. The only one out so far has been LeBron Hill because he got in foul trouble. Murphy's going to go up against Woods. He's got a 6-inch advantage. Here's an attack pull-up mid-range jumper off the left side of the iron. Pushing it down the floor is Michael Woods. Michael Woods has the ball poked away. Numbers for East Chicago. Bell going to go up himself and too much on it. Nix pulls down the defensive board.
40 seconds left. Set the offense.
Woods in transition. Shot long. And an offensive rebound. It's Harris. Here's Woods in the paint. And he shoots it over Murphy for 2 points. A 10-point lead again for the Governors, matching their largest lead of this game.
Murphy was smart right there to not to draw that third foul.
Murphy in the post.
And they're going to call him for the charge.
The ground is an offensive foul, and Coach Marui cannot believe it. I don't know about that one, Jay. I thought that Woods hit the ground before he even got hit from Murphy.
Did. Looks like you're to get the Academy Award out there.
Give him the Emmy. And another important piece of information to provide, that's a third foul on Murphy.
Yes, it is.
And Coach Marui, he's usually very calm, but this time he's not. He is frustrated that his star player just got his third foul before he hit the halftime locker room.
He was dancing.
One more shot for the Governors. Woods.
He was letting them know.
Woods going to toss it up. Not even close. Marui still has a lot to say as his team is up and heading towards the locker room as they cannot believe. They are shell-shocked after this first half. For the Governors, they're into the locker room with a lot of confidence. They lead it by 10. We're going to send it to a break. Then we'll come back as we have the Commissioner's Corner, an interview with the IHSAA Commissioner, Paul Niedick. You're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual card, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowd Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Niedick. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Niedick.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Niedick. And Commissioner, welcome back. Happy New Year. I hope your holidays went well.
Coach, had a great holiday break, Christmas and New Year. Got to spend a lot of time, and we've talked about got to spend some time with my grandkids and watch them enjoy Christmas and the holiday season. And you know, I spent a lot of time away from home, and it was good to be back home and enjoy the simpler things for a few weeks.
Well, now that you're back in the office, it's time to play basketball in our state. So it's getting ready to snow this weekend. So I think it's a harbinger of what's to come because we have tournaments coming up. We'll be playing girls basketball state finals before we know it. So why not bring the snow?
You know what? It's going to snow and it's going to rain and the sun will come out and we always figure it out. And, you know, the worst thing that happens is we have to postpone a game or two for a few days while we wait for the weather in Indiana to clear up. then that's just the way it's going to be. But hopefully the rest of the state can take a little lesson from our friends in the northern half that are used to larger amounts of snow, and
right.
get this thing cleaned up and get those buses fired up and get them back on the road as quick as we can. But let it snow. We'll enjoy it when it's here.
All right, bad weather notwithstanding, we have an historic weekend coming up. The first girls' state finals competition in the history of the IHSAA, as we mentioned, coming up this weekend on Friday. What a great, great day for female student athletes and families in our state.
Yeah, this has been coming for quite a while. We've been watching not only nationally, but watching girls wrestling grow in the state of Indiana. And, we had over 1,700 girls wrestling in the state of Indiana last year, and we're well over 2,000 this year. And so this Friday, we're going to have the beginning of the first girls wrestling state championship with the sectional round throughout the state. And just a few short weeks, we'll be at the fairgrounds at the Coliseum, and we'll be celebrating that state championship there.
It's a great venue. I was just there doing an IUPUI basketball game. It's a fantastic venue, and quite frankly, everyone ought to be excited about it. And, I'm to plead ignorance. I did not realize we had 2,000 young ladies competing in this sport. The popularity is unbelievably strong around our state.
We've tried to provide opportunities and meet the kids where their interests are. And, we've done that with girls wrestling now, and we're doing that with boys volleyball this spring, and girls lacrosse is on the horizon. And while it's not an emerging sport yet, we've seen significant growth in one of our favorite sports in Indiana, which is football. Girls like football is continuing to grow in our state.
It's a tremendous opportunity for young ladies, so have fun. Sectionals begin, and girls wrestling for the state finals coming up on Friday. Paul, we're back in action this weekend, back in the basketball season for boys and girls. They had great opportunities and were incredibly busy over the holiday season. It just seems to me we continue to have more and more holiday tournament-type action around the state.
It does. When we expanded the schedule to 22 games a few years ago, we saw an explosion of holiday tournaments throughout the state, and it's incredible how many games just happened over this break. And we still have some tournament action going on into the new year now. A lot of conference tournaments don't play until January. But Coach, one thing I do want to give a shout out to the work that you do on your show on Friday and Saturday night, because it's such a great place for fans to tune in and learn what's going on in the state and follow their team and what the scores are around the state. And nobody does it better than you and your team as people call into the show, and thank you for doing that, because that's part of what promotes what we do.
I appreciate the kind words, and I certainly appreciate the promotion. This is, again, another one of our weekly conversations with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Paul, I'll look forward to doing this again next week. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
You're watching Game Night in the Region on the internet at facebook.com/Region Sports, Instagram at Region Sports Network, youtube.com/Region Sports, and regionsports.com. Andrew Mild joining with Jay Simmons on this chilly Wednesday night, but what a thrilling first half as the Morton Governors shell shock the Cardinals. They lead 34-24. And Jay, what did the Governors do so well in that first half, which has allowed them to build up to this double-digit advantage?
Well, they took advantage of Murphy with the 3 fouls and took some balls to the basket, and then they also drew quite a few fouls on the other 2 big men in this game. Williams has got 2 fouls, and also Umari Walsh with 2 fouls. So all 3 of the big men for East Chicago have 2+ fouls. So that's going to be, hey, if I'm Morton, I'm taking the ball to the basket as much as I can, and then being 3 for 4 from the 3-point line that's lights out for high school. So they are tearing it up, and you know what? Anytime they get an open look, they are banging it home. Hey, I just want to give a quick shout out to one of my buddies from Panama City. It's not feeling like 3 degrees in Panama. Joe Lutz, thanks for listening in, buddy.
Hey, chair. That's selfish. Feeling like 3 degrees outside. No thanks. I'd rather be in Panama. But I'll tell you one thing. The Woods brothers are as good as advertised. Deshaun Woods defensively, and Coach King talked about how he's so relentless and no fear when he gets to the lane. Even though he's 6 foot, he got to the line 6 times. Even though he split those 3 and 6, at least he's knocking them down. And as you said, getting these Cardinals into foul trouble.
Yeah, the big guys for East Chicago, they're in some foul trouble. Morton still got to take that ball, push it into the middle, and then now maybe start look to pass it back out, pop up in those threes the way they've been doing it so far in this first half. For Holland Harris, I think, had 2 threes along with Hill. So those 2 guys right there banging home some threes. I mean, that's taking full advantage of the good looks that they're getting on the outside. And I'm just going to say I anticipate. I'm going to say East Chicago coming out in a 2-3 zone here to protect those big guys from picking up their 3rd and 4th fouls here early in the second half.
I'll say one thing. I would not want to be in that locker room after Coach Marui had a metaphorical steam blowing out of his ears after a close call did not go in his way, which led to Dominique Murphy's 3rd foul off, as it was an offensive foul that he turned around and Deshaun Woods hit the ground, and the referee made the call. And Marui, I've called a lot of games with him being the head coach of this Cardinals team, and I don't think I've ever seen him blow a gasket like that. But maybe that's what the Cardinals were looking for, something to motivate them and ignite them in the second half. Let's start off with the basketball.
As we went to break at the end of the first half, he was chewing on that official relentlessly.
Pollard, the bell. Not too many threes taken in that first half. Murphy with a good move, getting past his defender. He gets 2 points as Holland Harris was defending Murphy.
And he has no chance underneath there. He's just a little bit too thin underneath.
What they say, that's offense. There was no D there. And there's Woods attacking, and a foul, but it's going to be on the ground. No shot. And we'll see what the foul is on, and they're going to call it on Yamari Wallace. Oh, the correction, Pollard.
I was going to say, I thought it was on Pollard.
I saw the pointer finger and the pinky, and I thought he was saying 2. I've called a lot of baseball in my life, and that's usually how they say there's 2 outs. So Pollard with the foul, not Wallace. Good news for East Chicago. Here's Woods from behind the back, setback jumper. It's too long. Wallace with the rebound.
East Chicago's got to push and connect here, cut into this lead, 34-26. Early in the third quarter.
Well, it looks like Coach Marui might be trying to slow them down, trying to get them some better looks. Corner 3 from Murphy, no good. And LeBron Hill soars through the air and pulls down that rebound. Another player to watch as he got into foul trouble. Transition 3, and it sits off the glass and then the iron. And a save there. Nice play by Harris to keep it in. Woods, straightaway 3. No good. And Woods going to get called for a foul.
Yeah.
Michael Woods took the shot. Deshaun Woods gets the foul as he clearly pushed that player in the back.
Yes, he did. He had his arms fully extended. It looked like a little pass interference on a football play there.
Got his hand caught, stuck in the cookie jar in that play. You can tell his arms extended as that player soared. And he did it again. Woods cannot believe it, but those are definitely shoves.
Yes, they are.
I've been on enough playgrounds as a kid to know what a shove looks like.
Murphy went up and ended about 5 feet out from where he went up from.
Well, Woods is 6 foot. Murphy is 6'6", but a lengthy 6'6". He has an impressive wingspan. They're going to feed it into Williams, now to Murphy. Murphy going up, and Dominique Murphy's going to live in the paint like Bob Ross.
Yeah, nice job right there. Murphy, little head fake, gets everybody up, and bam, he banks it home for an easy basket.
Deshaun Woods has picked up a couple of fouls already in this third quarter. He was causing a lot of fouls for East Chicago. Now he has 2 of his own. LeBron Hill in the post. Here's a 3 on its way from Henderson. And too long. Murphy clears the rebound. It's a 6-point game. Coach Marui calling the play. And this is not an East Chicago Central offense we're accustomed to seeing. Murphy with the ISO. And he loses it while getting to the basket. There's a scrummage for the basketball. Williams had knocked away. It goes out, and they're going to say it's off of Michael Woods. It will stay with the Cardinals.
Yeah, East Chicago's got to connect right here again, trying to cut into that lead, and it looks like the Governors are going to take a timeout here with 5:56 left in the third quarter.
Well, Coach King not liking what he's seeing from his team that opened up this second half, and as they discuss it, we will step aside momentarily. We'll see you on the other side of this break as you're watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Thank you for joining us. Andrew Mild, Jay Simmons, Region Sports Network, the only game in town. And looking over at that Morton huddle, you can see that Coach King is trying to motivate his team after a slow start to this second half. They had an exclamation point to end the first half. Murphy got a foul. LeBron Hill had some big dunks, and Deshaun Woods was taking over the game. But now that Coach Maruri has slowed it down, Dominic Murphy is starting to live up to what he normally does. That takes over on the offensive side.
Yeah, you can feel the oxygen leave one side of the gym and go to the other. And it seems like it's all going towards the Cardinals right now.
Well, Murphy up to 15 points in this game. He had 11 in the first half. 7 in that second quarter. Inbound play over to Pollard. He was open in the corner. Deshaun Woods trying to block him off, and a fadeaway jumper. LeBron Hill, leading rebounder on this team, gets a board, trying to get into transition, but East Chicago was there. A lot of white jerseys. Nice move, floater, and it rattles in. Devin Henderson going around, sliding, floater over to tall Greg Williams, and he gets a deuce.
Yeah, nice job just flipping that ball up in the air, hoping for the best, and he got it.
Wallace on the right wing, goes to his left. Bell running the offense as he normally does. He has a wide open lane, but he can't convert the open layup. He was too open. Williams trying to get to Murphy. Murphy with a nice pass as Wallace was cutting. Wallace left it short, and a tough rebound by Holland Harris.
Yeah, East Chicago couldn't catch a break. Had some good looks there.
And here come the Governors. Whatever was said in that huddle has ignited them. They've gone on a run here. As Jay was right, Deshaun Woods hits the shot with the right hand and celebrates while going down the floor.
They're back up to 10.
10-point lead again. Bell attacked. Murphy, power dribble. He makes it look too easy.
Yes, he does.
When he gets within 5 feet of that basket, good luck trying to stop him. Now it's time for Coach Maruri to burn a timeout. You're watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Can't wait for summer, but dreading the heat because your old AC let you down? Don't sweat it out this summer. Call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. The professionals there can fix you up. Install a central air unit that'll last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable. And with a 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Give them a call at 219-923-4441 or check them out on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com.
It's an 8-point lead for the visiting Morton Governors. Andrew Miles, Jay Simmons, and a thrilling contest, and we still have a good amount of basketball to go. We're about midway through the third period, and the Governors have been leading by 10 on and off.
Here we go. East Chicago going to extend the defense. Full court pressure.
And it's broken up pretty easily by the Governors as Woods gets to the cup, and Deshaun Woods is having himself a game to remember.
Yeah, he's up for that Lantern Man Crowell Superhero Player of the Game.
Now, Region Sports Network broadcast until you have one. And Dominic Murphy trying to make a strong case, get his team back in it as he bangs down his second triple. Ball on the ground. Here comes Wallace, one-on-one, and he missed it.
Ball slipped out of his hands as he went up for the dunk.
Yamari Wallace can't believe it. Woods lost on the way up, and he still put it down. Can they stop him?
Woods coast to coast on that one.
The 6-foot hero.
Oh, they
hits the ground, and Murphy with his 4th foul.
Out of control. Dominic Murphy picks up his 4th foul with 3:56 left in the third quarter.
And I believe it was Henderson that took the bump.
Good job defensively by Henderson right there to establish his position.
And Coach Marui has to drag his star off the floor. And as we saw earlier when Murphy went to the bench, the offense went stagnant after that. They didn't know who to go to.
That's right. They've got to find somebody else to pump in some points here. They're down 9 with 3:50 left in the third.
Who is going to step up for the Cardinals? And it was Woods that got to the lane again. He missed that shot, and a foul going to go onto Harris as he knocked down Yamari Wallace, who went up for the rebound.
Yeah, not a good foul right there by Harris. Looks like it's going to be their team's 3rd foul in the quarter.
Henderson's going to move up and go up against Bell. Sort of a loose press here by the Governors. Deshaun Woods meeting Wallace at the half-court line.
They've really got to pass and move. They can't be stagnant.
And once again, the ball is lost by Yamari Wallace.
Dribbled it right off his foot, right out of bounds.
Wallace lost the ball with an open dunk. There he had the 6-inch advantage on Deshaun Woods, and both times he just simply let the rock slip from his hands.
And East Chicago's got to gather themselves up and try and find somebody to score in this game.
Woods gets blocked. That was Wallace. Wallace smacks him in the face, and Michael Woods is in a great deal of pain.
Yeah, Yamari Wallace getting a little physical out there. As you can see, Woods right here take the ball to the basket, gets blocked, and then Wallace comes over the top and just smacks that ball down.
Yamari Wallace blocked that first shot, and he wanted to block another shot, but Michael Woods held on to it, saw that he was in the air, took the hit, and now he's going to set up at the charity stripe once again.
And speaking of more foul trouble for the Cardinals, Yamari Wallace picks up his 3rd.
A lot of talk from the bench of the Governors. They want this game badly. The assistant coaches trying to get in the head of the Cardinals. Both free throws were good from Michael Woods. He went 3 for 4 in that first half. And Yamari Wallace almost lost the ball again as Deshaun Woods hits the ground. Bell gets closed off as Henderson got over to help.
Yeah, Morton Governor stepping it up defensively here.
Watkins into the corner. Pass to Wallace. Wallace against 3 Morton Governors, and that shot is blocked, but they're going to call a technical foul onto LeBron Hill.
LeBron Hill got the block on that play, slots the ball out of bounds. As you can see right here, ball goes underneath. Wallace has got it, and then swatted out by Hill, and then Hill coming out afterwards.
Well, here's another important piece.
About his, and he picks up his 4th foul.
Yeah, that was going to say that LeBron Hill, like Dominic Murphy, is onto their 4th foul. And Coach Marui sent Wallace to the line. There'll be 2 free throws, and then ball back for East Chicago. And the Cardinals just look rattled right now.
Yes, they do. Hey, you're not used to playing somebody this close, this late in the game at home. They're 7-0 at home. They're used to dominating at home with the home court advantage and the crowd at their back.
I was just about to mention they have dominated teams in the Barado Center, not just this year, but even last year en route to their sectional championship. They won the title here. So a lot of good memories. Not too many tonight against the Governors. Wallace just missed those 2 free throws. He has the ball at the top of the key.
East Chicago's got to find somebody to take the ball to the rack and score some points.
And that's what we saw. A block and one. What a play. Keontae Bell.
And let's see who picks up the foul. That looks like it's number 2.
And the 5th on the Governors in this third quarter with 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, that's Jordan Nix. Picks up his 2nd foul.
Yeah, we saw earlier it was Henderson that took a bump from Dominic Murphy. The leading scorer is on the bench, and the referees are just trying to ring this game back in. It's gotten emotional, and it's gotten emotional fast.
And very physical underneath the basket as well.
Bell knocks down the free throw. And another technical foul. Is it on another Governor? They have on number 11. Holland Harris picks up a tech, and that means that Chicago is going to go back to the line for 2 and the ball back again, Jay.
Yeah, they need to cut it into this lead right here. 44-36. They got to make some hay at the free throw line here. Can't afford to miss both of these like they did last time.
And look at Coach King getting into his team. That's 2 technical fouls that may allow the Cardinals to get back in it. Keontae Bell could go for 5 points, but he missed the first free throw.
Not even close. He flat-footed that free throw right there. He's got to foul through, bend those knees. You let the legs take work. Let the legs work here. Get that basket in there.
8-point game. Second one goes down.
The officials are just trying to rein this one in, trying to keep the chatter to a minimum out there.
Jay, you've been a referee for a long time. It can be tough when these 2 teams really want to beat each other.
And it's physical, and they need to start picking it up a little bit on the physicality.
And another foul. A lot of sloppy fouls. As again, it's Holland Harris, which is called for the technical, gets the foul while grabbing on, as that's going to get the Cardinals back to the line. They basically set up camp.
Yeah, East Chicago going to the free throw line, but they are 1 for 4 as they've been down here for time of possession. East Chicago has won it.
Yeah, the TOP.
There they go. They need to start connecting on their free throws. They've cut into this lead down to 6.
Technical fouls, defensive fouls, you name it.
They're going to have to start getting some of these JV guys out here in a little bit. Everybody keeps getting fouls like this.
Williams goes 2 for 2, and all of a sudden we have a 5-point game.
Yes.
Most of them free throws in this swing of 6 points, or 5 points, I should say. Woods misses the shot. Williams pulls it down. They have numbers. Pollard going down against Woods. Shot no good. Great recovery there from Michael Woods. Pollard getting over there. Harassing defense. Deshaun Woods to the corner. Here comes the corner 3. Won't go. Holland Harris left this short. Williams loses the ball. It went soaring in the air. Harris pulled it down. Woods to Woods. Brother-to-brother connection. Can't convert the 3. Deshaun Woods pulls down an offensive board. A second chance look coming up for the Governors as Deshaun Woods is directing traffic with 96 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's huge for the Governors to get some of those offensive rebounds right there. That's where East Chicago usually makes their head by hitting the boards and getting out on that fast break.
Woods going around Pollard. Looks like they're playing a game of tag, the way they've been circling around one another. Woods going to his left, gets it to the lane. Floater, short, foul call on Williams. And once again, Coach Maruri goes into surrender cobra position, putting his 2 hands behind his head in disbelief that Williams got called for a foul there.
That Wallace's 3rd foul. Well, I'm sorry, that would be 15. Greg Woods with his 3rd foul, sorry. But what the problem is for East Chicago is they're letting those guys that are driving the lane get into their bodies and then causing the contact. They're going straight up. They need to either establish their position or step to the side and then try and get the block. You can't do both.
That perimeter defense feels like it's been lackadaisical, allowing Woods to get right into the lane and forcing these big men to foul at times. 2 free throws, 2 misses. That is huge for the East Chicago Central Cardinals. Maruri's club gets it to Wallace. Wallace to the lane, left hand, it goes in. 3-point game. They're in striking distance with a minute to go. Michael Woods out of control and a silly foul. A silly foul on Wallace. He did not need to reach in.
No, he did not.
If Woods would have tossed up that shot, there's a good chance it would have been a miss. But again, they're allowing him to get penetrated into the lane and then a silly foul.
Yep. Yamari Walls picks up 4.
Foul trouble has been the story since the first quarter for the Cards.
Yes, it has.
Murphy has 4. He's been out for most of this third quarter. Wallace is going to have to hit the bench. Miss free throw from Michael Woods.
That's 3 in a row for the Governors.
And again, Coach King talked about it. Free throws is going to be a big story. How did the Cardinals get back in it? Free throws. How are the Morton Governors not extending their lead again? Missing free throws.
Yep. And Morton on the season, I think we talked about it earlier, 56% from the free throw line.
4-point game. It's a 2-possession game again here in East Chicago in the Barado Center. Andrew Mile, Jay Simmons on the Region Sports Network. Williams went up to grab in that pass, and it was tipped away by Michael Woods, and it goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the team in white.
Yeah, good call by the official right on top of the play right there.
Keontae Bell. The lime green shoes going up against Jordan Nix. Swing over to Pollard. Pollard's on the wing, but a good distance away from the 3-point line. Williams at the top, under 30 seconds. Williams with the head of steam, looking at the ball, the China shot. The lead has been cut in half. It's a 2-point game. Tough defense by Watkins.
Big quarter here for the Cardinals to cut into this lead. It was 10 at half, and now they've cut it to 2 with 12 seconds left.
Here comes a screen. Woods kicks the ball away. It's a steal. Here we go. Can they tie it up? Nice pass. Offensive rebound. We are tied. We're going to go to the fourth quarter in a 45-45 game.
All right, and you can see all the East Chicago fans there on their feet.
They had a lot to cheer about in that third quarter, and this is going to be an exciting finish. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the Nika Contractors and Electrical Workers of Local 531.
We have 8 minutes to go in this Cardinals-Governors matchup. The Cardinals went into the locker room down 10, but thanks to a couple of technical fouls, hitting some shots and slowing down this game, they have evened it out.
And I think one of the keys you have mentioned was the Morton Governors 0 for 6 from the free throw line in that third quarter.
Can't win basketball games shooting 0 for at the line. But Jay, there was a certain movie released in the 80s about Indiana basketball, talking about Hoosiers. There's that initial scene in the first game where Gene Hackman opens up the gym doors. Woods from the post, shot miss, Williams pulls it down. You just hear nothing but a roar. And in between quarters, that's all we heard. This is Indiana basketball. Murphy going for the lead. No! And you see right there, he wasn't aggressive for the rebound. He knows the situation. At 4 fouls, 1 more, he's out of the game.
Yes.
So he let that one roll out of bounds.
I mean, think about it. They've got Greg Williams with 4 fouls out there and Murphy. Who's going to play defense?
That's a bad shot by Woods. He wanted the foul call. He's started on the hardwood, and LeBron Hill knocks it away. That's another player that has
and they're calling it out off of East Chicago.
Oh, wow. Did that hit off of Bell's leg? But Rui's asking for help. And the referee who made the call is going to go ask for help. And now we're going to hear the fans jeer or cheer, depending on what side they're on. 7:26 in the fourth quarter. And I have a feeling that this is going to get intense. Wire-to-wire matchup. So if you're listening, share this stream that might enjoy the conclusion of Governors and Cardinals basketball. 3 on its way, and no good. Desperately needed that one if you're the Governors.
Michael Woods trying to bang home a 3.
Williams is open. Bell was able to get out of that double team and set up this offense.
Yeah, Coach Brewery wants them to run through the offense.
Bell to the lane, and there's a foul on the floor. No shot. And
little blocking foul as he took the ball to the hoop.
No, they said there was a shot. Talk about continuation play.
Oh, okay. It looked like he blew the whistle when he was about 5 feet from the basket.
That's what I thought. And you're a referee, so you didn't say anything either. Well, Bell, he had a couple of made free throws. He made some after one play and then a technical foul. And for the first time since the first quarter, the Cardinals lead.
What a swing of events in that third quarter to bring it to this point in the fourth quarter.
But discipline was a big thing for Coach King and these Governors, and they were just undisciplined in that third quarter all around. On offense, on defense, I mean, they picked up back-to-back technical fouls. You do that first technical foul, you think, hey, they're watching for what I'm saying, and you continue to keep barking at the opposing team. Coach King's going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Don't forget, after the game, we have some awards to hand out, that being the Crowd Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game, Crowd Companies, the Business Professionals, Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game, Boilermakers Local 374, Earn While You Learn with Boilermakers Local 374, and the Proud Union Home Play of the Game presented by the Region Sports Network. And I have a feeling we don't have an award for anyone or any players for those awards just yet, because we still got 6 minutes to go, and it's a 2-point game. And for the first time in forever, it's in favor of the Cardinals. Moving it around, feeding it low, shot up, and the shot's no good, but a foul going to be called. That is going to send Holland Harris to the charity stripe.
Oh, they're calling it on number 10.
And that is Joseph Watkins. First foul on the Cardinals in this final quarter of regulation.
Yeah, last quarter the fouls came quickly, and both teams were shooting double bonus the last couple minutes of the quarter.
Whereas two players out in foul trouble for the Cardinals.
You notice he's doing offensive defensive switch right there with Dominique Murphy and Greg Williams. Both have 4.
Both free throws are good. Harris had 2 made threes in the first half, and awfully quiet in the second half, but gets to the line, knocks down both, and we're evened out again. Murphy just checked back in. He's the leading scorer for this team. He's trying to get into the lane. He's going to turn around for a fadeaway jumper. Dominique Murphy, cool as a cucumber, knocks down a contested jumper.
Yep, mid-range Money Murphy.
Yamari Wallace is out there again for the Cardinals. Woods sending it to his brother, Michael Woods. First time they've been playing together since they were really young. LeBron Hill had himself a first half to remember. Here's a 3. Bit of a knuckleball shot there, and it's no good from Harris.
Yeah, Harris has gone cold in the second half.
Williams with an impressive grab. Looked like a wide receiver pulling down that pass. Bell, the Williams in the corner.
Got to get it to Murphy. He's got a shorter man on him.
Watkins battling with Michael Woods, trying to get to the paint, and the shot is blocked. Transition offense coming up. Michael Woods against Williams. Williams hits him.
And he's
hurt.
And he picks up number 5, I think.
That was his 4th.
Oh, his 4th? Okay.
So that's good news. But the bad news is he's still on the ground. He landed awkwardly on his ankle, and now the trainer of the Cardinals is heading over there. You got to wonder if maybe it's a little bit of cramping. Got to hope that's what it is.
Yeah, it looked like it just came down, like I said, just a little bit awkwardly on that ankle, or
it looked like they're trying to stretch out his calf. So at least that's the good news, Jay. That's not
maybe
anything too serious.
Cramped up. It is getting a little hot in this gym, that's for sure.
enjoy it now until we have to go back outside, and it's 3 degrees here in northwest Indiana, closer to the lake. Both teams are turning to their benches. And we'll step aside. We'll allow the trainers to attend to Greg Williams. This is the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Earn while you...
Greg Williams has returned to his bench as he's still laying on the hardwood, and Coach Marui and the assistant trainers are trying to get Greg Williams into a state where he can return to the game. But he just picked up his fourth foul, and Michael Woods going to the line for 2.
Yeah, Williams, hydrate up right here. That's going to help that cramp 100%.
I was always told pickle juice is a good necessity for cramping.
Oh, it is good.
I don't know if it's good to taste, but I know it's good for electrolytes and getting you replenished. Oh, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for the mop where some of the bodies hit the floor.
Hey, at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll be naming the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with the Boilermakers Local 374.
A lot of players working hard tonight. I'm still thinking the LeBron Hill is the play of the game presented by the Region Sports Network, but as we said, maybe there's going to be a shot late in the game that turns out to be clutch and helps the other team win. It may come down to the final possession, but these are some crucial free throws from Woods, and the first one goes down with ease. Makes it a 1-point game, Cardinals leading. If you're just joining us, a bit of a recap. It was back and forth in the first quarter, and some exciting play by the Morton Governors in the second quarter to pull ahead by 10. And due to some undisciplined play by the Governors and some technical fouls and fouls on defense, it allowed the Cardinals to sit up at the charity stripe and even out this game. That's where we're at right now, 49-49.
East Chicago never broke under the pressure of being down by 10 points in their home gym.
Wallace against Henderson, gets it to Murphy. Murphy up and good. Body hit the ground, and if you're an East Chicago fan, I know that you held your breath for a moment, making sure that Murphy did not get his 5th foul.
Yeah, as soon as he takes the ball in the basket, he's got to realize everybody's going to stand in his way, take the charges. He's got to stop and pop.
Murphy's getting closer and closer from being 100 points away from Eachwan Moore's all-time scoring record at this program. Shot is off the iron, and it goes through the hands of Harris, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Michael Williams, just a little bit too soon of a shot right there. Need to stay within the offense for the Governors and work for a good, better shot than that.
Yeah, Greg Williams has stepped onto the floor. He seems to be okay. He went down what it looked like to be cramping. They've hydrated him, and they're going to need his rebounds late here in the game. Amari Wallace in foul trouble himself. A quiet game for the 6'6 senior. Scored 8 points against Portage. And the ball going out of bounds. It's going to belong to the Cardinals with 4.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, Murphy drew a crowd right there. He was surrounded by 3 Governors. There's no way you're going to get that pass into him.
And with that big crowd coming after him, I don't think they're asking for his autograph. They're looking to get that ball away from him. Dominic Murphy setting up in a long post. Here's a 3. It'd be a big one, and it's no good. And the Cardinals are trying to get it away. LeBron Hill gets the ball, and he gets hit by Keontae Bell. And for me, that's a smart foul. You'd rather LeBron Hill go to the line and earn it than get an easy layup from point-blank range.
Yep, Bell with drawing the foul right there. Looked like just a tiny little shove as he went up for the layup.
Seen a lot of free throws in the second half.
Yeah, LeBron Hill going up for that layup right there. Just got a little tiny shove, threw him off balance.
Well, in my scouting report about LeBron Hill, I wrote he attacks the rim hard.
Yes, he does.
And he certainly has all game, and that's why he's averaging over 10 points a game, almost 11, and shooting 48% this year. Hill at the line, though, has struggled at times, 47%.
Yeah, the Governors in general here have struggled in this game from the charity strike.
And they need this one to tie it up, and it's too long. Murphy might have himself a double-double by the end of the night, and that's with shorter minutes than he's accustomed to. We know he's over 10 points, getting close to 10 rebounds. Bell from the free throw line, too long. Woods going in transition, a pass, gathered, shot up, no good. Ball being tipped around. LeBron Hill, last one to touch it, and it goes out.
Going to be Chicago ball.
That is a tough break for the Governors. They got the look they were looking for, but hit up that back iron and rolled away. You got to wonder if exhaustion is going to play a big factor in these final 4 minutes.
Yeah, the Governors have not done much substitution, whereas East Chicago has rolled players in and out.
Which they've had to, out of necessity of foul trouble.
Yes.
Williams on the left wing, and a foul going to be on the
Harris
Governors.
Right
You're right, Holland Harris.
Number 4 on Harris.
Now they have a couple of players that are up to 4 fouls, Harris and Hill.
And that's their 2 big guys right there.
Second foul overall on the Governors in the fourth quarter. Cardinals have 3 fouls. Murphy on an island, spinning, shot, off, and a ball being kicked. It's gathered by Bell, able to dump it off to Watkins. Watkins is in trouble, and timeout Maruri.
Maruri just got that in just before he threw the ball off of his foot.
Well, Watkins was about to throw the ball away. Maruri was able to burn a timeout, so it'll be an inbound play from the side. We'll step aside for a moment. This is the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowell Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowell Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
And don't forget, stay tuned for our game right here. We're going to be coming back with the Bricklayers 4, best hands in the business. Join Bricklayers Local 4 and start building your career today. Visit baclocal4.org to find out more. We're looking for something special to happen in this last couple minutes of this game in the fourth quarter. Cardinals up by 1 with 3:24 left.
The question is, who wants it more? Looks like early on the Governors wanted it more, but the Cardinals have clawed their way back in it, and they lead by a single digit. And this is going to be a thrilling finish. Fans are getting into it.
Yes, they are.
For both sides, this is what Indiana basketball is all about. We'll see how this conclusion goes. This is the film. We're at the climax. Williams, Murphy in the paint, double team against Woods and Harris. Going up with the right hand. Look at that fancy footwork from Dominique Money Murphy. Ball poked away. It goes out, and it's going to belong to the team in red, the Morton Governors.
The Governors, I thought, were almost trying to sneak a basket in there after the layup. East Chicago got back just in time.
I'll tell you one thing. If you're a college scout, the one thing you took away today from watching Dominique Murphy, when he is in the paint, he has a footwork to get himself out of trouble and get to the rack with ease. We've seen that a few times tonight.
Yeah, both Morton Governors have really been collapsing on him. He's been able to wiggle his way through some double teams.
Holland Harris trying to get him a 3. Michael Woods going to pull the trigger. Michael Woods buries it. The number 3 on his back, and he hits a triple. And we are evened out again with under 3 minutes. Who's going to land that knockout punch? Watkins spins. That's a tough shot. Rebound Williams. No. Ball away. Rebound Woods.
Got somebody open down court. Governor's got to look up.
2.5 minutes.
They're going to push.
Michael Woods goes to the ball. It's off his foot. It belongs to East Chicago.
That needs to slow it down right there. You got it. You got the tide game. Slow it down. Look for the good shot. You tried to press it just a little too much right there.
Looked like Keontae Bell is the one that jarred the ball loose, which allowed it to kick off the knee of Michael Woods and out of bounds. 2:22 to go. You're watching the clock in the game simultaneously if you're a fan of the Cardinals or the Governors. This could go either way. It's a coin toss. Cardinals into their set offense. Getting close to 2 minutes to go. Bell gets a screen and a hand on the basketball. Holland Harris jumped in that passing lane. Couldn't gather the rock here on this near side.
But nice hands right there by Harris. Extended, just knocked the ball out of bounds. Disrupt the play.
Wallace gathers in the rebound or the inbound play from Dominique Murphy. Murphy goes to the other side. There's 3 Governors right there. Murphy loses the ball. Murphy from the mid-range. He can't be stopped.
Right there.
It might take 4 men to stop him, Jay.
They had him surrounded. He went up over him right at the free throw line and banged it home.
He lives in the mid-range. Harris, right hand. It goes down. And a foul on Williams. He's done for the night.
And let's see if Harris can complete the old-fashioned three-point play to take the lead. Harris, strong take to the basket and draws a foul. Extended that left arm out there and got hacked as he went up.
Holland Harris, the 2-star quarterback, going to be going to the U of Indy next year. He's creating some lasting memories on the hardwood here tonight. He had 2 threes in the first half, and now going for the old-fashioned three-point play that could put his team out in front. No good! Tie game, and Murphy with another rebound.
See what Coach Murray can pull out here.
Watkins on the wing, crossover. He jumps, lost out control. Murphy with a good head fake, and he puts it in. Cardinals edging out the Governors at the moment. 80 seconds. Woods to the rack, and he answers.
Deshaun Woods, coast to coast right there.
From Atlantic to Pacific. Wallace, Euro step. His shot rolls out. Ball on the ground. Wallace gets grabbed. He gets grabbed. Referee got the foul.
Harris's foul. That's his 5th. Let's see who they're calling it on.
I haven't seen a digit put up by either of the referees.
I thought it might have been Devon Henderson right there picking up the foul.
We're going to see that number real quick. Coach Maruri thought that was foul number 5, and that they should be shooting, but the referees confirmed that's not the case. Murphy, mid-range, he gets hit! He gets hit!
And that's going to be Hill's 5th foul.
So you lose Williams if you're East Chicago. Now Morton's going to lose LeBron Hill. Couple of players heading to the bench early with 65 seconds. But the important part is Dominic Murphy is going to go to the line. He shoots 74% from the charity stripe, and these are some of the biggest free throws of the season thus far.
And that foul right there makes Morton very short, very small.
And that was the last foul to give. So the next one would put the Cardinals in the double bonus. Dominic Murphy, already one of the best players in East Chicago Central history, and he hits 2 more free throws in crunch time. Cardinals extend their lead to a 2-point game. Maruri's going to take a timeout to talk about it. We'll step aside here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual card, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Andrew Meyer with Jay Simmons on the Region Sports Network. Thank you for tuning in this Great Lakes Conference matchup between the Cardinals and the Governors. And this game has been great. An instant classic in this conference.
Yes, it has.
The Governors just allowed Dominic Murphy to get to the line. He knocked down both free throws. The Governors getting the ball back. Coach Maruri took the timeout. And Jay, if you're Coach King, your team blew a 10-point lead in that third quarter. You have a chance to tie the game, maybe even take the lead. What are you telling him in that huddle right now?
I say you got to stay within the offense, work it around, look for a good shot, and then if we don't hit, crash the boards. Because it's, now they're up by 2, East Chicago, so play some good defense, force a turnover, try and get the ball back if they don't make here.
Both teams don't have any fouls to give. Both teams have 4 fouls apiece. Cardinals have 1 timeout. The Governors with 3. Under a minute to go. How is this going to finish? Deshaun Woods Going to the left, back out to Michael Woods, straight away, pass it back out. 3 balls away from Nix, no good! Rebound by the Cardinals.
They're pushing the ball up the court.
But Pollard, smart, pulls it out. Watkins in the corner, going baseline. Got to Murphy. Murphy gets hit. Shot does not go. He's going to go back to the line. Great pass there
Michael
from
Woods.
Watkins to set up Murphy to cut from the right wing and get to that line.
Yeah, Murphy, good job moving without the ball to get that easy look right there. And Michael Woods picks up his 3rd foul, and also double bonus for East Chicago from here on out. 40 seconds left, up by 2.
You thought the last pair of free throws were huge. These are the biggest pair of free throws of the game. This is going to make it a 2-possession game. Big free throw right here. If Murphy misses it, it's a 3-point game, and the Governors would still be in striking distance. But Murphy does not miss. Coach King is going to use one of those 3 timeouts he has remaining, and we are going to take a break. This is the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Players getting after it. The cheerleaders are getting after it. This is the definition of a rivalry game.
It is Hoosier basketball at its finest.
Don't you just love it? The high intensity,
yes.
Compact into one gym. Actually, one of the biggest gyms in the country here in East Chicago Central. And the referees are telling the Morton Governors, hey, you got to get players out on the floor.
A little pressure.
4-point game.
Slow it down.
Woods to the rack. No! Who's going to get the rebound? Pull down. Bell has it.
They got a foul.
Double team. And you got to Murphy, and Marui took a timeout. He didn't want the 5-second call, so he burned his last timeout. Good situational awareness there from Alan Marui, the head coach of these Cardinals.
Yeah, 25 seconds left. You're up by 4. You don't want an easy turnover.
Full timeout and a full break for us on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Looking inside the huddle of the East Chicago Central Cardinals, who are just moments away from going 8-0 here at home and extending their winning streak to 5 straight games, Jay.
And what a great comeback by East Chicago. Never got rattled being down 10 points. I think the biggest lead was 11 by the Morton Governors in that third quarter. East Chicago never rattled, stayed the course, and now they're back in it.
The Cardinals had to take their last timeout. Wallace finally gets it in the bell. Back to Wallace, and Wallace is going to be hit and will go to line an intentional foul, and that's the last foul for Holland Harris.
Yes, Holland Harris picks up number 5. He's gone.
So Holland Harris, he's out of the game. We already saw LeBron Hill go out of the game, and it looks like it's going to be Cedric Hawkins that will head in.
And Morton gets very small on this court.
We said about this Morton team, they might be 4-7 this year, But the points per game differential is slim pickings.
Yes, it is. Just one.
Yamari Wallace, first free throw, good. Largest lead of the game for the Cardinals, a 5-point lead with 23 seconds left. The Governors still have 2 timeouts to work with. Both free throws go down with ease by number 2, Yamari Wallace. And the Governors have to hurry up. Catch and shoot opportunity. Rattles out halfway down Nick's offensive board. Here's another 3. Hawkins, no. Wallace pulls down the rebound. Watkins gets the ball. And that is going to do it.
4.4 seconds left.
Yeah, an intentional foul. Already seen some fans step up from their seats, putting on their jackets, grabbing their car keys. And for the East Chicago Central Cardinal fans, they're going to leave this gymnasium pretty happy with their performance today, especially in the second half.
Yeah, definitely. What a great job by East Chicago. Played pretty sloppy in the first half and then bounced back in that third and fourth quarter. And you talked about it a little bit earlier, talking about Morton. Really just went with 5, maybe 6 players in this game. East Chicago was subbing in and out, so they had some fresh legs.
And the final buzzer goes off, and the East Chicago Central Cardinals are victorious on this chilly Wednesday night as they win on their home floor after trailing by as much as 10. And for the Governors, you can look at the disappointment on their faces when they went into the halftime locker room, Jay. They thought they had it, but discipline, missing free throws, things that Coach King really emphasized, came back to bite them in the end.
Yeah, definitely, especially in that third quarter and late in the fourth quarter. All the missed free throws piled up on Morton, and they just couldn't overcome it. When you get possessions and you're taking the ball to the rack like Michael Williams and Deshaun Williams were tonight and not being effective at the free throw line, that just comes back to haunt you.
Well, with these players heading back to their locker rooms, we are going to step aside for a moment. We'll come back for the post-game show where we have some awards to hand out, some thank yous to give out, and then we'll send you on your way on this Wednesday night. This is the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack & Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual card, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strack & Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strackandvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowd Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialists.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me.
Andrew Mile with Jay Simmons on the Region Sports Network. What a thrilling game we had today. Cardinals win 64-57. We're going to pass out some awards. And, of course, it's on the Region Sports Network broadcast until we have the Crowd Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowd Companies have offices open from 9 to 7 Monday through Friday and Saturdays till 2 o'clock in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. Jay, this was an easy one.
Yeah, I think we're going to go unanimous decision here. Dominique Murphy with 34 points in the game. Had 2 threes, 12 field goals on the night. Just a great job. And being able to stay in the game as long as he is the whole game with 3 fouls at halftime, I think it was, yes. Right? 3 fouls at halftime and only picking up 1 more foul in the fourth quarter, or in the second half, I should say. Boy, the sigh of relief for the East Chicago fans to walk away with this victory after being down as many as 10 points in that third quarter.
I also want to mention with that 34 points, that puts Dominique Murphy 88 points away from E'Twaun Moore's record. He is under triple digits, ladies and gentlemen. History on the landscape for Dominique Murphy. It's time to name our Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Learn about apprenticeship programs and learn more at local374.org. And this player on defense and on offense was all over the floor tonight, and that was Deshaun Woods.
Yeah, Deshaun Woods. Boy, he did a great job. I think the one thing he really hurt his team on is he was 3 for 7 from the free throw line, and that, especially down the stretch in that second half. In the third quarter, he was 0 for 2 from the free throw line. So that really that's when they sort of lost control emotionally and then picked up the technical fouls and then a couple of those missed free throws. Let's see, in that third quarter, they were 3 for 6 from the free throw line. So that really hurt them, especially, and then, they also only had 11, 12 points in that third quarter, so that really did hurt them. And then the possessions all East Chicago had, and they made up 6 points without even having the ball to go past midcourt.
And then last is the Proud Union home play of the game presented by the Region Sports Network. And the Proud Union home play of the game for tonight's game is
LeBron Hill right here. He gets out, there's a flurry of action down at the then, and LeBron Hill breaks out and just jams it home. And it was, what did you call that?
I call that the LeBron signature dunk.
There we go. So from one LeBron to the other, passing of the torch.
The Prince LeBron Hill, LeBron James is the king. And Jay, all in all, how would you sum out tonight's game between these two before we give out some thank yous and wrap it up here on the Region Sports Network?
I think the Morton Governors are on the cusp of something awesome. Just got to have a little bit more self-control, a little bit more discipline, stay within your game plan, and just make sure stay focused. Defensively, they've got it sealed up. They've got nothing to change defensively. Offensively, they've got to make sure they move the ball around. Yes, take the ball to the rack like they've been with their guards. But, boy, they're on the cusp of something, and I think it's going to be pretty special by the time they get to sectionals.
That win, the Cardinals go to 13-5. They've won 5 in a row. And for the Morton Governors, they dropped to 4-8 on the year, and they've split the last 2.
Yeah, and I say for East Chicago, just stay the course. Boys, stay disciplined, stay within your game plan. It looked like defensively they weren't as good as they normally were throughout the season. I've seen them 3 or 4 times now, so it just didn't look like they were in sync defensively, and that was allowing those guards to get to the basket and draw a lot of fouls.
Well, how about you, Jay? But after watching these young men run up and down the floor for 32 minutes, I'm tired. I'm ready to go home. So let's give out some thank yous to the front office of the Region Sports Network. Of course, Chris Ramirez, the executive producer, Rich Castillo, Zach Miller, who was also on the camera tonight. That's Miller with 2 eyes, and the sports director, Mike Dewan. Our producer, Justin Cole, doing an excellent job as per usual. Go Indiana State. The coaches of Morton, Jeremiah King, and Ala Maruri of ECC. The athletic directors, Sean Kenzie and Graylin Gordon. And, of course, the viewers on Facebook/Region Sports Nation, YouTube/Region Sports Network, and IHSAA TV. For my partner, Jay Simmons, I've been Andrew Mild. Thank you for tuning in to the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.